Pop the hood of a 2025 pickup truck. Go ahead, do it. You will not find an engine. You will find a plastic tub, a sealed plastic coffin, covering a machine that no longer belongs to you. And if you reach in there with a wrench and try to fix something, anything, you are going to discover the most profitable scam the automotive industry has ever pulled off. They did not just make your truck complicated. They made you illegal. Today, we are blowing the doors off the dealership repair monopoly. We are going to show you exactly how manufacturers digitally padlocked your own engine bay, why your perfectly good used part will not work in your own truck, and what the smart mechanics in back road garages across America are doing right now to break free from the digital cage. Here is how the trap was built. 10 years ago, if your window switch broke on your F250, you went to the junkyard, paid $8 for a replacement, plugged it in, and drove home. 45 minutes total. Maybe an hour if you stopped for coffee. Today, if you do the exact same thing on a 2021 Ford Super Duty or a Ram 2500, the truck will reject the part. Not because the part is broken, not because it does not fit, but because manufacturers have embedded a digital serial number, a VIN-lock, inside every electronic module on modern trucks. When you install a salvaged or reconditioned module, the vehicle's main computer scans it. If the embedded VIN does not match the factory record, the system locks it out entirely. The part is perfect. The mechanics are perfect. The computer just refuses to recognize it exists. To fix this, you cannot call your mechanic. You cannot watch a YouTube tutorial. You have to load your truck onto a flatbed, haul it to an authorized dealership, and pay them to plug in a proprietary laptop and type a password. Ram and Chrysler introduced a secure vehicle gateway protocol in 2018, meaning only registered dealership mechanics are able to clear or reset diagnostic trouble codes. You are paying a ransom to use a part you already own, inside a truck you already paid for. That is not engineering. That is extortion. But the VIN lock is only the first layer of the trap. The second layer is buried under your hood in the geometry of the engine bay itself. On a 1998 Silverado, you could rebuild the top end of the engine on a Saturday afternoon with a basic socket set and a torque wrench. The engine sat in the bay with clearance on every side. Everything was designed to be reached, touched, and replaced by a human hand holding a standard tool. On a 2024 truck, the engine is packed into that bay like a grenade in a suitcase. Manufacturers call it aerodynamic packaging. What it actually is a deliberate architectural blockade. Independent technicians regularly report being denied access to essential repair data. And when they do manage to physically reach a component, the specialized proprietary tools required to work on it are only available through manufacturer licensing agreements. Agreements that cost independent shops thousands of dollars per year to maintain. The driveway mechanic is not just being priced out, he is being engineered out. Now here is where it gets criminal. Let us talk about the battery, the single most basic maintenance item on any vehicle in history. Buy a battery. Install a battery. Drive away. Not anymore. On dozens of modern trucks and SUVs, if you buy a new battery at AutoZone, carry it home in your hands, and install it yourself in 15 minutes, automakers have deeply encrypted the firmware so that if an independent shop installs a perfectly functional remanufactured component, the vehicle literally refuses to operate correctly because the new part lacks the proprietary digital handshake that only dealership computers are authorized to provide. Your new battery gets destroyed in weeks, and the dealership will charge you $150 just to plug in their laptop and tell the truck that your battery is allowed to exist. They have turned a $15 maintenance task into a subscription fee. And this is not an accident. This is a business model. Vehicle owners spend 36% more on repair costs at the dealership on average than at an independent shop. That gap is not happening naturally. It is being manufactured. And the people paying for it are every truck owner in America who believed them when they said all these computers were put there for your benefit. The veterans in the industry know exactly what this is. For fleets and trucking companies, manufacturers limiting access to diagnostics, software, and repair information pushes them into closed, costly dealership networks, raising operating costs and causing longer downtime that delays deliveries and hits Promoket. The bottom line. Supply chain 24/7. Think about that for a second. A commercial operator running 5 trucks, paying his own insurance, writing his own payroll, trying to keep his business alive, and he cannot legally fix his own equipment without permission from the manufacturer. An Auto Care Association study found that 63% of independent repair shops experience bottlenecks making routine repairs on a daily or weekly basis due to manufacturer restrictions. Half of independent shops send up to 5 vehicles per month to the dealer because of data restrictions. 5 vehicles per month, per shop, across the entire country. That is not a system with some inefficiencies. That is a cartel. So what are the smart mechanics doing? They are not walking into dealerships. They are not financing new trucks with software subscriptions built into the powertrain. They are going backward on purpose. The pre-2007 truck market is being systematically stripped bare by people who understand exactly what is coming. They are hunting GMT 800 Silverados from 1999 through 2006. They are tracking down pre-emissions 5.9 Cummins trucks. They are buying every clean 7.3 Power Stroke they can find. Because on those trucks, a diesel technician with a pressure gauge and a compression tester can tell you everything wrong with that engine standing next to it in a gravel driveway. No dealer scan tool required. Fleet Equipment Magazine. The OBD2 port on a 2002 Silverado talks to a $20 scanner from the auto parts store. It does not hide its data behind a corporate firewall. It does not require a subscription to read your own fault codes. It does not phone home to a server in Detroit. When something breaks, you find it. You fix it. You drive away. That is ownership. Not the performance of ownership that modern manufacturers sell you on. Actual, physical, unconditional ownership. The resistance is real, and it is growing. The Repair Act, a bipartisan bill with strong backing from the aftermarket industry, is designed to prevent automakers from locking down the data and tools needed to keep vehicles on the road. Supply chain 24/7. The fact that it took a federal bill just to force manufacturers to let you read your own engine data tells you everything about who these systems were built to protect. But legislation moves slow, and your truck breaks down now. So here is the practical verdict. If you are buying a used truck today, you need to ask one question before you hand over $1. Can an independent mechanic with standard tools, a generic OBD scanner, and aftermarket parts fix every single component on this truck? If the answer is no, walk away. Because you are not buying a truck. You are buying a very expensive repair subscription that you will be paying on until the manufacturer decides the part is no longer available. They sealed the hood. They locked the software. They built the trap carefully and quietly over 20 years. But they cannot take the old iron back. Find the trucks they cannot digitally kill. Buy them with cash. Learn to turn the wrenches yourself. And never let anyone tell you that you need their permission to fix what you own. Hit subscribe, Because next week, we are pulling the parts availability records on 3 specific truck models that the dealerships hope nobody is paying attention to. And what we found is worse than you think.